Static slides are out. If you want your audience to stay awake, bring your presentation to life. Hi everyone, in this video, we are going to explore PowerPoint animations from a cat blinking eyes to switching a lamp on and off, and transitions like morph. Here's what we will cover in this video. First, animations versus transitions. Then, adding animations. And next, using slide transitions. Animations are used to move objects inside the slide, like the cat blinking. But transitions are the motion effect between slides, like morph effects. Now subscribe and let's create the scenes I showed you with together and step by step. Open the animation tab from the top ribbon. Here you can see lots of animation effects like fade, zoom, and more. Anytime you click on any object like this text box, you can use animation options. Green color for entrance, yellow for emphasis, red for exit, and lines for motion pass. And more. I'll introduce the rest of options along the way. At first, we want to learn how to use entrance and existence effect. Here is a message bubble and I want to give this an entrance and existence effects. First, entrance. In Animation tab, click on drop down and choose one entrance effect. For example, zoom in. Then, in Animation timing part, you can choose when and how the animation starts. On-click means that animation only happens when you click on a slide. With previous means that animation happens during the slideshow automatically. And after previous means animation happens right after previous one. Also, you can change the duration and delay of each effect from here. And I want this effect to work automatically. Then for existence, we should choose one of the red effects. For example, zoom out. But if we choose the exit animation from this part, the new effect will be replaced with the previous one. But if we choose the second effect from this part, adding animation, we can have both effects for one object. I want zoom out to come after zoom in automatically. So, in timing part, here, click on after previous. With a little delay. Now you can see a clear notification which is smooth and clear. In this slide, we are gonna learn motion pass and 3D effects. I want to make the cat blink. So at first, select the eyelid, then in Animation tab, Motion Pass, choose Custom Pass. This lets you draw any pass. Also by right-clicking on Path and then Edit Point, you can fix it. And then in timing part, I click on with previous to start automatically. Also, if you want to change any setting, you should click on Animation Pan in Animation tab. Then you can see any effect used in this slide. And by right-clicking on each effect and then choosing Effect option, you can customize the setting. For instance, I want the cat eyelid go back to its original position. So, in the first tab, I check Auto Reverse box. And also, I want to blink until the end of a slide. So, in second tab, Timing, in Repeat drop-down, I choose until the end of a slide. The next animation is about 3D effects. 3D effects need 3D models. So, Insert tab, choose 3D models from your device or from PowerPoint stock models. Now I need a glass, so search it and then select and click Insert button. Now resize it and then put it in her hand. Select this 3D model and in Animation tab you can see a specific part which is just for 3D models. I'll choose Swing for my glass. Again choose with previous in Timing tab. And in Animation pan, right click on the effect, choose Effect option and then in Timing tab, click on repeat and choose until the end of the slide. The last two effects are trigger and emphasis. It's better to say trigger is a feature that allows an animation or media to start only when you click a specific object like shape, image, and so on. For example, if I want to turn the light on and off, I need a button, so I'll use this shape and change its name to easily find it in trigger list. For changing its name, we should select it, then in Format tab, choose Selection Pan. Then find Shape and change its name to Light key. Then I need a dark rectangle to simulate the room darkness. In Insert tab, Shape, choose Rectangle. Then in Format tab, change the color and outline. And also I click in this arrow and change the transparency to 60%. Then again in Format tab, choose Selection Pan, drag the rectangle and move it behind the light key and also my description. Now I want it to fade in and fade out, so in Animation tab, choose Fade in among the green effects. Don't change the start setting because it should fade in or out on click. Open Animation panel, right-click on Effect and choose Timing. Then click on Trigger button and choose Start Effect on click of something. Then choose your key and OK. Do the process for fade out. The next effect is emphasis. I want to change the color of light bulb from yellow to black and vice versa. So select it and then in Animation tab, in Emphasis part, I select Object Color and from here you can change the color to black. Also you can change the color from Effect option in Animation panel. This one again need trigger and light key. So do the same process in Animation pan, right click on Effect, Timing, then Trigger, choose first one and then find the key in trigger list. Now do it for yellow color. In Animation pan, you can change the order of effects. For example, the dark rectangle appears when we click on a key, and at the same time, the light bulb should become black. So it should be with previous and become after rectangle entrance. These are happened when we want to turn off light. Now, for turn on the light, what is your idea? Which one should become first? Now let's talk about transitions. They are like in-between moments, and they don't affect individual elements, but they affect the whole slide. You can choose transitions from Transition tab in top ribbon. You'll see a variety of slide transitions like fade, zoom, morph, and so on. For example, for the first slide, I choose zoom. The most popular transitions among designers and presenters is morph. But morph doesn't work like magic, at least not automatically. For making morph to work properly, you need to follow some rules. First, it needs at least one common element between two slides. And that object must appear in both slides, either by changing the position, color, or size, even if the object entering, staying, or exiting the slide. Morph effect can detect the difference and create a smooth animation between slides like a cat in these three slides. And that's it for today's video. I hope now you know how to use both animations and transitions without overdoing it. Thanks for watching and I really appreciate your time. If you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe for more content like this. And like, share, and comment below which animation in this video is your favorite. In the next video, I'll show you how to save your presentation as a video. So stay tuned. See you there. Bye!